Hello Shenanigamers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Apologies for the lack of uploads as of late. I ended up getting to be a bit under the weather, and the unfortunate side effect of that is a cough that has stuck with me. Nothing too major, all things considered, but there may be a bit of silence here and there, where I had to cough and be very quiet. So, if such things happen, that's the case. But the show must go on, as it were. I'm feeling well enough to do episodes again, to record, so we'll get to that. Now, to make up for lost time, I'm going to be recording several episodes back to back, uploading them all in one day. Might be a bit tiresome, but that's what we're going to be doing here. So we'll see how that goes, I suppose. Alright, now, if I remember correctly last time, we were going to send a party out to possibly take on a boss. Go for the Sodden Crew or the Brigand 8-pounder. We get some crests and deeds from the 8-pounder. Just some crests from the crew. The gold we get is the same. We get Sculptor's Tools for 40%, for a plus 40% damage versus Stonework on the 8-pounder, and the Ancestor's Vintage for delayed Curse Craving from the Sodden Crew. Let's take a look at who we have here. None of these are in the Warrens. So that's not going to worry us much. Before is diurnal, so lower speed if torch is low. Higher virtue chance, stun resist, scouting turn from the Warrens isn't going to be much of a thing for us. Lower stress heal received on Bersigny or Bersini. More stress and more accuracy against beasts. Bad Gambler, doesn't really matter too much. More accuracy and crit against the Unholy. And her crit chance. Bellet, this has more stress heal received, that's fine. Bone Lady, more stress if their hit points are below half, or below 50%. More blight resist, better odds of gambling, and higher accuracy. However, the dodge is lowered because of something that happened in town. And then Syset has lower healing skills and more stress in the Warrens, better accuracy and crit against the Unholy, and better crit on ranged skills. Let's see. Of these two, I think we're gonna go for the Brigand 8-pounder. I think it just offers us more. So we'll put Bersini up front, and Bellet right behind that. We'll put Bone Lady behind them, and at the back we'll put Before. I believe that works optimally, more or less. Intimidate could be good. It bypasses stealth, de-stealths, or de-stealths rather. Yeah, it bypasses stealth, de-stealths, marks self, there we go, and gives a plus 3 speed bonus. And it also drops damage and speed. Withstand is great, Hew is good, Chop is good. I do like Solemnity though. Revenge could be good, but it ups how much damage they take. I don't know. Point blank shot or pistol shot is good. Pistol shot's good. Tracking shot is okay. This advance is good to get up front. Get pushed back. Open vein. Open vein can be good. Instead of... if we have tracking shot, let's see. What else can get past stealth here, if anything? No, we don't have anything for getting past stealth, especially. I'm not entirely certain. Well, I guess we'll have to make do with what we have. Let's make sure that we have everyone fully upgraded before we go for this thing. Yeah, see, Bone Lady is not. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what skills they have. Poison darts, flashing daggers, lunge, and pick to the face. Okay. Thrown dagger, poison darts. Well, thrown dagger is not really going to be as much, but flashing dagger, yes. Lunge, pick to the face. Ballet. You're good. Signy, you're good. Do 4, you're good. Okay, so then Blacksmith, do 4, Signy, Ballet, Bone Lady. Get you reliable pick and knives and patched jacket. Okay. Alright. Now that. Let's go ahead and unequip all trinkets and sort by rarity. Just to make sure we've got everything there. Right. To embark. Weald. Alright, now let's equip some trinkets here. We want to make sure we prepare accordingly for this. Let's see what we have for this quest as a descriptor. That might help. Destroy the Brigand 8-pounder. Kill the Brigand 8-pounder. Is the goal. Medium, apprentice. We know our rewards. 4,500 gold, 6 deeds, 4 crests, and sculptor's tools. As long as the thieves and ruffians man a cannon on the old road, the hamlet will be cut off from trade. Demolish this ironwork devil. I suppose we'll do what we can. No. Let's see what we can do in terms of trinkets. We could get healing armlet on Signy. We do have battlefield medicine, 54. I think we want to swap out Intimidate for Solemnity. Because if Versigny is going to be the tank here, then they're going to need to heal. Ah! See, one bit of preparation that was not done. We did not get Bone Lady a 4th camping skill. So, let's see, we have Gallows Humor, Night Moves, Pilfer could be good, Snuff Box could be good in case we get diseased, Pep Talk is alright, Encourage is good. Let's go for the Snuff Box. There we go. Alright. Now we'll be good to go in terms of skill prep. So let's go here and let's see what we can get. Now since we have Solemnity here, we're going to, or Solemnity rather, we are going to take the healing armlet like we often do, because it is just a great combination there. And at the risk of great stress, we're going to take Barristan's Head for some extra protection. That will get us up to 50% protection from Versigny once they use its stand, which will be very important and very helpful. Now, Belette, what do we give you? Let's see. The Ancestor's Candle wouldn't be a bad idea. We did say the Brigand 8-pounder has brigands manning a cannon, so unfortunately we don't have anything to help against human enemies. But we do have the Archer's Ring. It will lower your speed by 1, but up your accuracy on your ranged skills, so your pistol shot will be good. And then let's see, what else? More damage, speed, and dodge if the torch is above 50% would be a good idea for you. That will cancel out the... That will not only cancel out, that will actually give you a bonus. It will give you a buff to your speed by 1. A bonus to it by 1. So long as we keep the torch above 50, which shouldn't be too hard. In theory, anyway. Let's see. Bone Lady. Your dodge is already lowered. I don't know that we want to lower it any further. Blighting Satchel is good for blight skill chance. But I don't know that we want to risk that. Well, then what do we give you? We can give you the Sickening Satchel for more damage against blighted targets. Pardon me. What else do we give you? I'm not entirely certain. Oh, we do have the Manslayer ring. But that comes at a huge reduction of dodge that I don't know that we need, or even want. If we lower your bleed resist a little bit, down to 20%, we can up your blight resist and your blight chance. I think the blight amulet is how we go here. That way your dodge doesn't go any further down. And then, Dufour, what do we give you? Junia's head, so that we can get the most out of your battlefield medicine. In theory, anyway. And then, poisoned herb is probably what we do. That way you get the best chance of your blight skills being effective. Or rather, blight skill. We only have Plague Grenade. Do we swap that out with Blinding Gas? You have Disorienting Blast to stun someone in the second, third, or fourth rank. Blinding Gas hits the second and third, but you can only use it 3 times per battle. Stun chance is the same. I think we do swap that out. That way we can hit first 2 with Noxious Blast and the last 2 with Plague Grenade. Alright. I think that'll do it for trinkets. Let's go to provisions. Start with firewood, medicinal herbs, shovel, and antivenom. This is a boss, so we're not taking any chances. Taking all the food we can. Take a full stack of shovels. Full stack of antivenoms. Full stack of bandages. We might not need those with battlefield medicine, but better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. We'll take a full stack of medicinal herbs. We'll only take 2 keys. full stack of holy water, a full stack of laudanum, 2 full stacks of torches. And do we take any Aegis scales? We'll take 2, just in case. We could take all 4, but no, I don't think we need 2 for that exactly, necessarily here. You know what? We'll take 1. No, I don't think we need it. This is the tough part here. Figuring out whether or not we use the Aegis scale. You know what? We will take 2, like we said originally. Alright, let's embark.
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious, and the denizens of the hamlet were no exception. It was not long before rumors of my morbid genius and secretive excavations began to fuel local legend. In the face of my increasingly egregious flaunting of public taboos, awe turned to ire, and demonstrations were held in the town square. The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
Alright. Let's see what we have here. Now, for the past few boss fights that we have gotten into, typically the furthest room from the start has been where the boss is, so we're gonna try and make a mad dash there. Use spiderweb, we can use a bandage here for that.
Glittering gold,
Take what we
trinkets
can,
and
keep
baubles,
moving.
paid for in blood.
And we have a hallway battle. 2 ectoplasms and a cultist acolyte. Alright. Let's go for the flashing daggers here. Get the debuff on the acolyte. With the stressful incantation, which is not effective there, thankfully. Now let's go for the... Yes, let's go for the Noxious Blast on this ectoplasm front here. We do get the Blight, that will take care of them. And we can go for the pistol shot on this one, take them down. And we'll go for the Withstand with Signy here. So we'll mark them with protection and resistances.
Unforeseen.
That ectoplasm is gone.
Unforgiving.
Then we can go for the pick to the face on the acolyte.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Pick deeds we get from that. And move on. That went rather well, all things considered. No room battle. We do get a scout. The room over this way has a room battle with treasure. And we have a curio along the way, and a curio in a hallway battle this way, leading to a room without a battle in it. We're going to want to go this way, if my theory is right, so we're going to keep heading this way. And here we have an old tree. We're using anti-venom. Take what we can from that. Torch light up. And keep moving. Right, and then a room battle. We have 2 fungal scratchers and 2 cultist acolytes. Right. Let's go for the plague grenade on the acolytes first. We get the blight on both of them. Now let's go for the open vein on this scratcher. We get the bleed and the debuff there. Let's go for the flashing daggers. We get the debuff on both targets.
Death by inches.
That acolyte goes down. This one goes for the Eldritch Pull on Bone Lady with a crit for 2.
Reeling.
Pulls them to the front.
Break.
We'll go for the Withstand on Signy. Set up the mark
Inspiration.
and the buffs.
And improvement.
Rend the marked. Good dodge. Rend the marked. And this one, another good dodge. Alright. And the Acolyte goes for the Stressful Incantation on D4. Lowering the light, stresses them out. Let's actually have you move back, maybe. There we go. Now, let's go for the Open Vein on this Scratcher. That puts them into the range of the Bleed to take them. The Bleed and the debuff get worse, which is fine. Blight will take care of the Acolyte, so you don't need to worry about them. So let's go for a Noxious Blast on this Scratcher. Their Blight resistance is higher, but not high enough, and we lower their accuracy, as well as getting the Blight there. So let's go for a Chop. Good damage on that. Rend the marked. Good dodge. The Bleed takes care of that Scratcher. And the Blight will take care of this Scratcher, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's go for the pick to the face, just to finish them off.
Is broken.
Go.
The offensive.
We'll go for the Battlefield Medicine here on Bone Lady. Move them up a bit. And then we can go for the Open Vein, and we'll do that on this Corpse, because the Blight will take care of the Acolyte.
Great is
There
the
we
weapon
go.
that cuts on its own.
Take what we can from this. Torchlight back up. No Scout, that's fine. We'll use a Skeleton Key on this chest.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We can use one of these food rations here. Or we can use one food to heal up to 4 back to full. And then we'll take the gold. And then we'll keep going. Another hallway battle. 2 Webbers and a Spitter. Webber goes for the web on 4. Gets the stun, the debuff, and the mark. Let's go for the flashing daggers here. Take down the Spitter.
Impunity.
And we get the debuff on the other Weber. Let's go for the pistol shot on them.
Another
That'll take them
abomination
down.
cleansed from our lands.
There goes the stun onto 4. Persicken can go for the chop.
Another one falls.
That will take down the Weber. Again, we'll take what we can.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Can't take any more gold here from this sack. Bring the torchlight up. Enter this room. No room battle. No scout. So let's keep going. Bring the torchlight up again as we go. There's a trap there,
Curious is the trap maker's art.
but
His
Bone Lady
efficacy
did resist
unwitnessed
the
by his
blight.
own eyes.
This pack contains loot. Again, we can use some food to heal up to 4. I would like to take that sapphire, but I don't know if there's anything we really want to drop here for it. At least not yet. Bring the torchlight back up. We need to keep that torchlight high. No room battle here, but we do get a scout. No hallway battles either way. There's 2 curios in an empty room up this way, and then over this way there's 1 curio and then a room battle with a curio. This would be the furthest room from the start. So let's head this way. If my theory on this is incorrect, then we can head back after camping.
A handsome reward.
Using a bandage here
task
gets us some
well
more gold.
performed.
Unfortunately, we can't take any more at the moment. We can deal with the hunger there just fine. Put the torchlight up. And room battle we have here. There's 3 ectoplasms, and we get the surprise, which is nice. Go for the flashing daggers. We get the debuff on this one here. The other one resisted. So let's go for the Noxious Blast on this one in the front. We get the Blight. The Blight will take care of them. So then let's go for the Pistol Shot on this one at the back. Take them down, and then the Chop on the second one, which takes them down. Alright, that takes care of that. And
This
then
expedition at least promises
Coffin.
success.
Let's have Bellet open it. And we get Weald Adventurer. Minus 20% stress in the Weald. That not only cancels out and negates the plus 10% stress from the Ancestor's Candle, but also gives them minus 10% stress on top of that. So that's fantastic. Alright, let's head down this way. This pack has already been looted. That's fine. We have a hallway battle here with 2 Webbers and a Spitter. Spitter goes for the Spit on Signy, gets the dodge. This Webber goes for the Web on Bone Lady, gets the debuff, the Mark, and the stun. There goes the stun. Let's go for the Disorienting Blast on this Webber. That hasn't gone yet. We get the stun and the shuffle there. And we can go for the... We'll go for the Open Vein on this Webber.
Press this advantage.
That
Give
takes
them
them
no
down.
quarter.
There goes the stun on the Webber, and let's go for the Q.
Confidence
That takes
surges
both of
as
them
the
down.
enemy crumbles.
Take what we can from this. Bring the Torchlight back up. And then head into this room. We have a room battle. A Rabid Gnasher, a Fungal Scratcher, and 2 Fungal Artilleries. Alright. Let's go for the Flashing Daggers. You get the debuff on both of them. Rabid Rush on Dufour, which they dodge, which is good. Let's see then. Let's go for the Disorienting Blast on the Fungal Artillery at the back here. That stuns them and brings them up to the front. And then let's go for the Open Vein on the Rabid Gnasher. That takes them down. And then we'll go for the Withstand here for Signy. Mark Prey on Colette. Ow. I get the mark and the debuff. Rend the mark on Versigny. Ow. Let's see. What else can we do here then? Let's go for the Disorienting Blast on the other Fungal Artillery. We get the stun and the shuffle there, which brings them up to the second rank there, or second position. We'll go for the Flashing Daggers. We get the debuff on both of them again, which is good. And we'll go for the Open Vein on this Fungal Artillery in front here. We get the bleed and the debuff. And then let's go for the Hue. That will take down both Fungal Artilleries. Harmless Swipe on Versigny. Ow. Wasn't exactly harmless, but it didn't do much. Let's go for the Battlefield Medicine on them though, just to get them healed up a bit. And then we can go for the Poison Darts on this Fungal Scratcher. Actually, let's go for the Pick to the Face. That'll get through the protection. And then we can go for the Open Vein, and that will take them down. Take what we can from this.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, can take some gold from that. And then we'll go ahead and use the other skeleton key here. We have some food, another skeleton key, we'll take the key, and a Blight Stone. We don't need the Blightstone, but we can use the food that we found here to heal up Bone Lady and Bellet. And we do get a scout from this. Aha! So the boss room is there. Alright, so there's a curio, a hallway battle, and a room battle on the way there. So, let's go ahead and take care of those hallway things first. We'll take care of the curio. Actually, we'll hold off on taking care of the curio. We'll take care of the hallway battle first, which is 2 ectoplasms. And then we'll head back to the room we were just in, camp, and then head into the boss room after we've cleared everything out. So, let's start off with an open vein on this ectoplasm. That will just take them out. And we'll go for a Noxious Blast on this one. We'll deal some damage and get the Blight. So the Blight will take care of them. But let's go for the Flashing Daggers with a crit for 12. Alright. That takes care of that. Now we can back up a bit.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We'll use some medicinal herbs. On this, take what food we can. No one needs any more food currently. Well, actually, Persigny we can heal up with it. Alright. So now we head back. You can come back here, and we'll set up camp.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Now we'll go for the feast. That will heal everybody up if they weren't already. And get some of the party's stress reduced. We didn't have much stress as it was, but still, it's good to have any stress we had lowered. So let's go for Bandit's Sense to prevent nighttime ambush. That also ups our chance of surprising enemies and lowers our chance of being surprised. I'm not entirely certain we can surprise a boss, but if we could, that'd certainly help. In theory, anyway. Now, let's see. No one got any diseases. So what can we do in terms of buffs currently? Unparalleled Finesse would be good for Ballet. Don't really have any huge buffs except for scouting chance buffs with Bone Lady. Self-medicate might be good for Dufour. Experimental Vapors could be good for someone else in the party. Reflection's pretty good. In fact, it's very good for Brigand. Plus 10 accuracy and plus 8% crit. We'll go for Reflection here. And we'll go for the Unparalleled Finesse. And no one has anything that would give them 1 except for Persigny, which is Let the Mask Down. Which has a time cost of 1, self only, minus 25 stress, all companions plus 5 stress. We don't need to stress out the rest of our companions, so we'll just go ahead and rest. This place is horrific. Even so, I am at ease. We've used our last log, so that's the state of things. This would be far worse without the great bounty on our heads.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright. So, doesn't look like anything new has popped up in this hallway, which is good. Then we'll head over here. Torchlight is nice and high. Before we head in there, we'll use some holy water on everyone. That will take care of that. Give them some extra resistances, just in case. Now let's head in there.
A marvel of technology. An engine of destruction.
Alright. So, we have the Brigand Cutthroat, Brigand Fusilier, and a brigand matchman. Human, 13 dodge, speed -20. So they'll almost certainly be going last every time. 8 hit points, 25% stun and move resist, 10% blight and bleed resist, and 15% debuff resist. Or resistance, rather. Yeah, 25% stun and move resistance, 10% blight and bleed resistance, and 15% debuff resistance. And then we have the Brigand 8-pounder. It is an ironwork, it says here. Ironwork with 20% protection, 0 dodge, 0 speed, 200% stun, blight, bleed, and debuff resistances. Or resistance. 200% stun, blight, bleed, and debuff resistance. And 100% move resistance. And 76 hit points. Okay. Now, this looks to me like a cannon, and given there's a matchman, I would be inclined to believe that, so taking out the matchman should probably be our top priority. So let's aim for that and go for the plague grenade here. So we're just 1 point of damage shy of getting rid of them with that blight, because the blight, we got the blight on both the matchman and the fusilier. We did 2 damage to each of them. The blight is only for 5. So let's go ahead and have Bone Lady go for the flashing daggers here. They did some damage to the 8-pounder, but the matchman dodged. Let's go for the pistol shot. That'll take them down. Blight will deal some damage to the fusilier. Blended fire. Ow. Look at the debuff on Belette. I'm sorry, I almost... I find it hard to remember their name for some reason, but yes, Bersigny and Belette. That's what it is. They did hit Bersigny with that, but it did no damage. So let's have Bersigny go for the Withstand, set up the mark and buffs. Reinforcements from the 8-pounder, which brings in another matchman. Another matchman. Okay. Let's... don't know if that was supposed to be a shank or an uppercut slice. It looked to me like a shank, though. I didn't quite catch what it was. I was busy explaining the buffs and mark on Sigma. So let's see. Belette. Let's go for the pistol shot on the Brigand matchman. We'll take them down. We don't want to give this thing a chance to fire. I imagine that will hurt a lot. It does. So let's go for the Noxious Blast here on the Brigand Cutthroat. Get the Blight and the debuff. The Blight takes care of the Fusilier. Slice and dice, another second Belette. Both of them dodge. Now let's go for the Blight will take care of the Brigand Cutthroat. So let's have Bone Lady go for the pick to the face on the 8-pounder to get through that protection a bit. And then we'll have Bersigny go for the chop. There we go. Some good damage there. Reinforcements again. That brings in another Fusilier and another Matchman. Let's go for the Flash and Daggers. It hits the 8-pounder, which resists the debuff, like they did last time we tried that. And again, the Matchman dodged. Let's go for the pistol shot on the Matchman then. That does some damage. Blanket fire. Ow. Get the debuff on Bone Lady and Belette. Let's go for the Plague Grenade on Matchman and the Fusilier. That takes care of the Matchman. We get the Blight on the Fusilier. The Blight takes care of the Cutthroat. And then we can go for the Debuff Hue. let's go for the Hue here on the Fusilier and the 8-pounder. We'll do some damage to both. Reinforcements. Brings in another Matchman. Fusilier is going to go down to the Blight there. Go for another pistol shot on this Matchman. Take them down. We're doing a good job of keeping those Matchmen. We're doing a good job of keeping the Matchmen gone before they can really get a chance to do anything, which is good, I think. So let's go for the chop here on the 8-pounder, and then we go for the pick to the face, and then let's go for the battlefield medicine on Bellet. We're getting a little lower than I would like there. Reinforcements again, another Fusilier, another Matchman. Let's go for the pistol shot on the Matchman. Bellet is just doing a great job of keeping them down. Alright. Let's go for the poison darts on the Fusilier this time. We get the debuff and Blight there. We'll go for Noxious Blast as well. Now the Blight will most certainly take them down, and we'll get the debuff there. There they go. Let's go for the chop and the 8-pounder. More reinforcements. And we bring in another Matchman and a Cutthroat. Alright. Let's go for the Flashing Daggers again. We actually hit both of them this time. We get the debuff on the Matchman. Let's go for the pistol shot on them. That will take them down. Then we can go for the Noxious Blast on the Cutthroat. Get the Blight and the debuff there. And then we can go for the Hue. Do some damage to both the 8-pounder and the Cutthroat. The Blight takes care of the Cutthroat. 8-pounder's only got 16 health left. More reinforcements. They only bring in a Matchman this time. Alright, we'll go for the pistol shot. That takes care of the Matchman. Now we can focus on the 8-pounder. So let's go for the pick to the face. We'll go for the Noxious Blast just for a little bit of damage. We'll resist the debuff and the Blight, which is not surprising. And we'll go for the chop. Hang on a second. Sorry about that, Shenanigamers. Had to take care of something real quick. We're back now. So, let's see. How much is Chop gonna do? We could take it down with this Chop. Let's see. 1 point shy. It's alright. We've got them this time. We can get them in this round. More reinforcements. We have another Matchman and another Cutthroat. So let's go for the pistol shot on the Matchman. Ooh, just enough to take them out there. We'll go for the pick to the face on the Cutthroat. We'll go for the Noxious Blast on the Cutthroat. We get the Blight, so the Blight will take care of them. And then let's go for the Hue here. We'll get them both.
The Brigands are undone. Our family crest is once again a symbol of strength.
Alright, so from that we get 500 gold, an immunity mask, a bloodied fetish, and a solar crown. Let's go ahead and use some food here to heal everyone up. And then we can take some of these. We'll take the solar crown and the immunity mask. And there is no scout from that. There's a few more curios, another hallway battle, and a couple of rooms that we haven't scouted out, but I think we're okay with what we've got here now. So let's just go ahead and we'll drop the skeleton key for the bloodied fetish. And the quest is complete, so let's go ahead and return to the hamlet. we have successfully destroyed the Brigand 8-pounder. Alright. We ended up with a decent enough sum of coin from that. Over 9,000 coin from that. Yep. We have about 9,440. Plus we got a couple of deeds on top of all that. And then we got the deeds and the crests and the sculptor's tools. And now everyone from this is at level 2, which is good, because then that means if we want to, if we really need to, we can take this same team on another boss battle, or to another boss battle if we need to. So Bersigny got Guilty Conscience, not great, bears the crushing guilt of deeds real and imagined. Belette got Unerring, plus 10% damage on ranged skills, that's fantastic. Bone Lady got Ruins Tactician, plus 15% damage in Ruins, that's fine, kinda makes sense. And 4 got Tetanus, minus 5 accuracy, minus 5% crit. We'll take care of that when we get back to the hamlet though.
A fresh
Here we
irritant
are.
to some, a sanguine memory to me.
So, let's go ahead and send Dufour to the medical ward and get rid of that tetanus. Everyone did very well, I believe. Now then, for Signy, we're actually going to send you to get your guilty conscience treated. Now, Bone Lady and Belette, I'm going to actually upgrade the skills you've got there. Because you are now stronger. So that will be a bit of a reward there. We'll also upgrade your armor and weapons. Alright. Now, is there anything on the Nomad wagon we want? We have a Disease Charm, a Bleed Charm, a Blight Stone, and a Witch's Vial for the Plague Doctor. Plus 15% stun skill chance. That's not bad. But I don't think it's what we're looking for quite. No, I don't think it's quite what we're looking for at the moment. We could upgrade the Sanitarium some more. We have the crests and the busts for it, so we could maximize the discount that we get. We could reduce the treatment cost even further in the medical ward, which wouldn't be the worst idea. We could also work towards further upgrading the tavern. We have the crests and the portraits for that. In the Abbey, we could also upgrade. We could work towards getting more slots in the Cloister, Penance Hall, and even try to work towards that on the Transept as well. In fact, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the Cloister and the Penance Hall.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Alright, that gets us some more slots for stress relief. Now, if we really want to, we have the crests to upgrade medical devices. But we need more busts for that. But that's fine. Now, let's check who's on the stagecoach. We have a veteran hound master, an adventurer vestal and jester, and a seeker, antiquarian, man-at-arms, occultist, and musketeer. None of those are really too interesting at the moment to us, so we're going to go without that. But now we'll go ahead and unequip all trinkets, sort by rarity, and then we have some duplicates here we can get rid of. We can get rid of this solar crown, this immunity mask, and this bloodied fetish. Sort by rarity again. There we go. Alright. So, that went rather well, I would say. But I think that is going to go ahead and do it for this particular episode of Darkest Dungeon. It's good to be back. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to see more content like this, or the other kinds of content that we put out on this channel. We're going to keep that content coming, so don't you worry about that. Hit the notification bell so that you receive notifications when we upload new videos. Leave a comment on the video, it helps us out a lot, it really, really does. Also, remember to leave a comment if you want to have one of the heroes in this roster named after you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!